Hello everybody and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, most of the state, under a winter storm warning. Now when we talk about the degree and confidence in this forecast, it's high for certain sections of the state, especially for northern Arkansas. Where that 32-degree line sets up just south of the Little Rock metro area is still a little bit in question, and that is extremely critical to know where that difference is between a cold rain and freezing rain. And 32, 31 degrees, and it collects on trees and power lines. The models have trended just a little bit warmer, so far southern Arkansas may not have as high as an impact. Southern Arkansas will, but I'm talking about far southern Arkansas. But we're going to continue to monitor all the changing model data. Boy, it's cold, isn't it? Just the GFS, the overnight run of the GFS that I'm going to show you. 75 to temperatures in the low to mid-20s this morning. What a huge difference. We promised you the Arctic air. It's in place. Now, watch how warm the temperatures get today. That will also be very critical. But let's see what the GFS has to say. It pops that 32-degree line north of Little Rock and keeps us around 35 this afternoon. And then this is between noon and 6 p.m. You see the rain, light rain across southern Arkansas moving in. And then this is when things really get going. For the metro, I don't think it starts until close to midnight, around that time frame. The GFS and the Euro have come into pretty good agreement with this. And this is between 6 p.m. and midnight tonight. The orange, that's sleet. The blue is snow. And then where that pinkish purple is, that's the freezing rain. That's what you don't want. And I've explained thoroughly the difference between sleet and freezing rain. If you have to decide between the two, you want the sleet. And where this sets up right here in this 32-degree line, you may see it. It may be tough to see, but the 32-degree line is the solid red line. It's south of the metro by midnight tonight, and it's showing sleet in this general area, and just south there's a band of freezing rain. Now notice southern Arkansas, it's a cold rain. If there's a transition, it's not until later. You see that? This is between midnight and 6 a.m., and the 32-degree line is hovering right through southern Arkansas, and this is all freezing rain. This is not good, this area in freezing rain. This is what I'm talking about. Far southern Arkansas near the Missouri border may be getting away with just a cold rain. Now remember, sometimes the models underdo Arctic air, so that's still a question mark at this point in time. But sleet, and I think more of this is snow and then changing to snow, sleet and then changing to snow in this area of the state. And then the sleet here and the freezing rain, this is edging it. The latest run edged it a little bit further towards the north. I think it's going to be just a little bit south of the metro here, this freezing rain. And I hope, for my sake, I'm sorry for all of you south of the metro. I don't want that freezing rain. I really don't. I'll be selfish about that, and I'll fully admit it. But it looks like we see some cooling taking place tomorrow morning between 6 a.m. and noon. Notice how the freezing line is still south of Little Rock, but the precipitation changes over a certain area to sleet, which means that the cold air is getting deeper. That's a very good thing. The sub-freezing air is getting deeper, all snow across northern Arkansas. There's the freezing rain, southern Arkansas, and then that's plain old rain near the Missouri border. So a lot of I'm going to go through the impact here in just a little bit. And then by the afternoon, it's out here with maybe a little change over to snow before ending, some light snow in many areas. And then it's dry, and let's just go out to Tuesday. This is late Tuesday. There's a disturbance moving through. Let me go back here. I jump around these maps. It's hard for me to find. There we go. Tuesday afternoon and evening, there's a disturbance coming through, and there may be some light snow showers moving through. We got a very cold week ahead and just an incredibly active weather pattern. Total precipitation, we got, let's just add all this stuff up here to show you what we're looking at here. Panel number 1 in the upper left, sleet accumulation. Right through portions of northern central Arkansas in that area. I think it's a little bit further south. Freezing rain, again, this is the latest run, which pumps it up a little bit further north, but I think it's going to be just a touch further south. The amounts could be a quarter to maybe even a half an inch easily of freezing rain, which is what you don't want. Maybe some isolated areas of heavier amounts from near Mena to Little Rock, Pine Bluff, eastward, and to the West Memphis area and southward. Again, like I said, we're going to watch the trend. This is if there's no winter forecast was ever going to be perfect. Some closer than others, but this is the part of this forecast we have a low degree of confidence in as to where this sleet and freezing rain boundary sets up. Plain old rain in the bottom left here, far southern Arkansas, And then the snow forecast, I think there's a little bit more across this area of the state. There could be several inches of snow. And notice southern Arkansas showing just a little bit of snow, and that's not until we get into later on in the forecast period as it ends. So as you can see, it's what we call an Arkansas slushy moving across the state. Now I think I've got, here we go, winter storm warning, as we promised you, would be in effect for much of the state, and that includes all the metro, all these counties you see shaded in this pink. Winter weather advisories here in southern Arkansas, winter storm watch. I expect the Jackson National Weather Service office will determine what to do with that soon, hopefully. And then just the oddball out here, winter weather advisories, Sebastian County. But anyway, so why wasn't there an ice storm warning issued? Well, that's because the degree in confidence is not all that high, and there may be some sleet mixed in with that, and where that's going to be set up. It's still possible that some of these counties get converted into an ice storm warning, so something to watch very, very carefully. The school con index, many schools don't have classes tomorrow, but I think it's a good bet that I'd say an 8 out of 10 chance that this orange shaded area, whatever schools are in session, don't have class, and then 4, and then 2, and like I said, rain down here, it's a low chance there. If your schools are in session, they're more than likely going to go. But again, if that cold air is stronger, things could change on that end. Now, what about Tuesday? That's what everybody wants to know. What about Tuesday, Todd? Well, after it falls from the sky, that's up to the Highway and Transportation Department. So I don't know if I'll issue a school con index for Tuesday. We'll see. You know, can they clear all the roads? How are the roads looking? That's up to, after it falls, that's their issue. All right, threat index here, the winter weather threat index. We're going to do all sections of the state. Start in northern Arkansas. This is for tonight and into Monday. And travel, I think it'll have roads will have ice and snow on them, so that will be good. Not good, but high. As far as power outages are concerned, you can never rule them out, but I don't think that's going to be a big story at all in northern Arkansas. And whatever schools are in session, I think that there's going to be a lot of schools out. Southern Arkansas, we'll just skip to the other section of the state because I didn't put them in order. I was going to go from north to south, but anyway, doesn't matter. Travel, yep, except for far southern Arkansas, of course, but I'm talking about, Mena, Pine Bluff, Stuttgart, Fordyce, maybe even portions of Bradley County, those areas. I had this at a high, the power outage threat. I'll put it at a medium now because there's uncertainty. I think there will be some power outages, but to what degree remains in question. I hope that does not materialize. Schools, yeah, I think a lot of schools are going to be out. Now for Central Arkansas, I think travel will be impacted, and again, a low power outage index. Now remember, the uncertainty is where that freezing rain and sleet boundary sets up, and whatever schools are in session, yeah, I don't think that they're going to be open. Renee just texted me. What did she just text me? See, I'm getting stuff on the fly. Ah! It's a picture. She just sent me a picture of her in a snow angel last year on Saturday Daybreak when I made her do that snow angel. I may have to put that out on Twitter. Anyway, so, our team of meteorologists were in place. We're communicating and talking to each other about what we think is going to happen. We have our team that will be, we'll have team coverage for you and tonight, 5 and 10. And, of course, on Daybreak, starting at 4:30 bright and early on Monday morning, for those who want to wake up that early. Not me. So we've got you covered from A to Z. Download for free the KTV weather app. And ktv.com. It is your one-stop shopping. Winter weather contest, sleet counts of snow, according to the National Weather Service. And of course, Northern Arkansas, Harrison, one of the sites. So we'll see how much piles up there. Thank you so much for trusting us, for coming here. We will continue to work hard for you. Thanks for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.